morning. So it's been a minute since I've done a video, and I was like thinking to myself last night. I was like, I need to get that video done. I've been busy, guys. Okay, today is April 19th, Saturday. I got quite a few dogs today, and I thought I would do a frequently asked questions video, because I have a lot of people that ask me questions all the time about things about this place and how things run and all that stuff. So I thought I would do a video on some of those questions. So basically I'm just going to be answering those questions while I'm continuing my cleaning and everything going on today. So yeah, let's get to it. This is Rocky and Tess. They're new. Oh, you ready? This is their food here. Come on, Tess. Come on, Rocky. I got your food, guys. Come on, guys. Come on. Here we go, Rocky. Here you go, Rocky. And there's Tess's. Come on, Rocky. Come on, Tess. There you go. Well, either or. They're both the same. Good job, Rocky. Oh, nope. All right, so the first question I'm going to address is, how big is the building? It's actually only about 12 foot wide. It's about 70 feet long. 12 foot wide, 70 feet long. We have a lobby. We have a cat room right here with 2 cat condos, a little fridge. And all the stalls are like, on the inside, they're like 4 foot by 6 foot. Besides the last 2, which we like calling suites, those are 4 foot by 10 foot. And the outside parts of them are equally the same. So 4 by 6, outside's 4 by 6, and then the back, 4 by 10, 4 by 10. Our backyard, it's not huge. I don't know if you guys really want the measurements on that. So the building itself was actually 2 buildings that I ended up putting together. You can see the seam right there. It kind of worked out kind of weird. My brother helped us out with this thing, and he ended up ordering one building. I ended up ordering one building, and we got something miscommunication. I'm not sure what happened, but I ended up with 2 buildings, which I'm actually glad I did, because imagine trying to do all this in one building. I don't think I'd have a lobby or anything, and I'd have to add on a lobby or something, but it works out. The hallway's kind of slim. It's only about 3 feet-ish wide here. But it's enough to open the doors, get your mop down, your vacuum, dogs in and out, etc. So yeah, it's a metal building shell. We ended up framing everything in the walls. These walls, there's like, I can't even tell you how many studs are in this building. It's insane. And then put some insulation in between these. Just painted it white, which I still need to finish. Did the electrical, ran water to it. We basically did everything ourselves. We had a little help from friends here and there, but didn't hire any contractors or anything like that. Which in turn reminds me, one of the things, we're in a location that is non-incorporated. So I don't have really any restrictions. I'm out in the country, and you can kind of do whatever you want out here, But, the building has worked out pretty well. We cut all the holes, put the windows in ourselves and all that stuff, and it's worked out really well. Just using regular, green turf. Got some, cheap, $30 pieces of turf that are outside of these, and that's actually a nicer piece of turf out back. Hopefully I can cover the whole back with turf. I don't have any concrete outside. I did 1-inch rock and then the turf on top, so everything leaches down to the soil. Almost like a leach field on a septic tank. But things have been going pretty good. I'll be honest, February and March were extremely slow. It's been weird. Usually January and half of February, there's like nothing. But this year, it was like January was slammed, and then March and February, we just barely 3 or 4 dogs a week, you know, ish. It's been weird. But now it's picking up. April's picking up big time. May, I'm gonna be slammed in May. What was our next question? Dog waste. Dog waste is very simple. I have 12 acres here, so I dig a hole, dump the dog waste in, and bury it. You know, very simple. I mean, it's either that, or you put it in plastic bags, throw it in the trash, and then it gets buried on the other side of the county. So it's like, you know, might as well just deal with it here. It's really, to be completely honest with you guys, it's not that much waste as you think. Like, I can fill up a hole in like a year and bury it. So it's not even that big of a hole. So that's what happens to dog waste. Unruly dogs. Dogs that are hard to deal with. That's a pretty good question. I've got a couple that I deal with. So difficult dogs. It depends what your definition of unruly or difficult dogs is. If the dog is really aggressive, I just don't deal with them. I call their owner, I say, I can't do anything with your dog. Come on, Lola. Lola hides underneath the bed. Not exactly sure why. You wanna come outside, Lola? Come on, oh Lola. It's okay. I don't know why she does this. She'll come out. Come on, Lola. Hey, come on. Come on, buddy. Hey, buddy. How you feeling today? Oh, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So yeah, if the dog is extremely aggressive, I just don't deal with aggressive dogs. I do have like some older dogs that are kind of like grumpy, and they'll growl at me and stuff when I'm feeding them. But that's one thing. But if the dog is completely just out of control and destroying things and you know, just being aggressive and I can't do anything with it, that's usually the last time that I deal with that dog. I'll be honest with you. I just don't deal with it, especially aggressive dogs. But that's in my waiver, you know, so people sign that, they read it, or some people read it, some people don't. It kind of depends, but I'll be honest, when you're dealing with a kennel, most people that bring their dogs care for their dogs pretty well, and usually their dogs are pretty well behaved. You know, I mean, I would say 99% of the time so far, most dogs are going to be fine, you know, but you could get those dogs, and then you just have to deal with it from there. But, I mean, if they bring the dog in, and the dog automatically starts growling and barking at you, you know, obviously, you gotta think about, do I really want to deal with this, you know? So, just kind of depends on the situation. Alright, let's go see what the next question is. Lola, 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 Lola. See, you're okay. You're alright, dude. You guys trip out for no reason. Oh, you don't have to go in there, Lola. Alright, what's our next question? Oh, separation anxiety. Well, separation anxiety. There's not a whole lot you can do for it, unfortunately. The number one thing I can say is if the dog is physically able to like do some really hard walking and long walking, I would suggest doing that. you give that anxiety somewhere to go. It really helped me when I had a really bad anxiety. But the thing is about separation anxiety is the dog is with their owners 24/7. There is no point in the day where the owner leaves and the dog is there by itself. So it's used to being with the owner 24/7 essentially, probably sleeping in the same bed, more than likely, not all the time, but sometimes. Yeah, man, that water's disgusting. And there's really not much you can do. I had a dog the other day. He was just real nervous, whined pretty much the entire time he was here. And, I let the owner know. I said, yeah, he did great. He ate fine. He acted okay. He wasn't aggressive or anything like that. But he was, whining the whole time and kind of howling a little bit here and there. And he seemed, a little bit stressed out. And she said, well, I wonder why that is. And I asked her, I said, does he spend the majority of the time with you guys? And she said, oh yeah, he's with us all the time. And I told her, I said, well, that's the problem. He's used to being with you guys 24/7, and there's no separation there. So that means he has separation anxiety when he's not with you guys. And time does help with that. I mean, if you do have that dog for a week or more, it does get better. Most of the time it gets better. I've only had one case where the dog went absolutely berserk the entire time, and he even brought like some sedation pills, and they didn't do nothing. So don't think that sedating the dog is going to do much. It's usually not going to do much. I've seen it with my own eyes. So separation anxiety, that's, you can try to work with the dog as much as you can, but essentially it's going to be what it is. It is what it is with those types of dogs. There's not much you can do with it. Okay, let's go see what the next question is. People. Dealing with people. Most people are pretty nice and appreciate what you do. Some people are rude. Some people, will make comments. I'm trying to think of some examples. Like I had one client that brought their dogs here, and we're the cheapest one in the county. I'm the cheapest kennel in the county right now, and every time they came in, they complained about the price. They'd always say, oh, we don't want to buy the place, we just want to keep our dogs here for the night. And I'm like, seriously? So you're gonna get people like that. You're gonna get people that I had this one lady come and bring her 2 dogs, and the 2 dogs were awesome. And she had set it up to come early, and I told her it'd be about 15-20 minutes for paperwork and just get all the information about feeding, etc. And she could head to her plane or whatever, catch her flight. Well, she shows up, and then I start going through, like how much do I feed them, etc. And she literally just interrupts me and says, I've got to leave for my plane right now. Like, just real rude. And that was that. And that was kind of the tip of the iceberg. She did some other things, and I don't know. But I'll be honest, most people are very appreciative. It's been nice having relationships with a lot of our clients. There's a lot of nice people out there, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's maybe, let's put it this way. I've got a list on my phone that when these people call, I don't book them. I honestly, I don't even answer. I don't return their calls at all. And I only have 2 people like that. It's not because of their dogs, it's because of them, unfortunately. You know, and out front I've got a sign that says I have the right to refuse service to anyone. And you know, that's why I have that sign up there. There's some of those people that they're just gonna, you just can't please, and they're always gonna be angry individuals. So you know, that's so that's my thoughts on all that. But like I said, most people are going to be extremely nice. They're going to, it'll be cool, you know, getting to know those people. And this isn't Roundup, by the way. But yeah, most of the time you can create some pretty good relationships with people. We know a lot of people now because of this business, my wife's business, you know, grooming dogs. And like I said, you know, it's good to know people. So, you know, I don't know, people are people. That's all there is to it. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. Pricing. Well, let's see. What's up, Camo? Hey, buddy. Getting a little warm sun, huh? Poked out there for a minute, didn't it, buddy? Yeah, you're okay. You okay, Mr. Camo? Good boy. It's a good boy. Okay. You're okay, Camo. Pricing. So let's say we have one dog come in to a regular 4x6 stall. That's $25 a night. Daycare within my operating hours, $20 a day. So if we have, let's say they have 2 dogs like Camo and Lola here. The first dog is $25. The next dog is $20. So you're looking at $45 a night for 2 dogs in a small stall. For the suite back here, I charge $30 for the first dog a night, then $25 for each additional dog. So there's like Rocky and Tess here in the suite. They also get the nice window. You're looking at $55 a night. And we are the cheapest in the county. Definitely. Are we gonna get some rain, Camo? I hope so, buddy. We sure need it. Things are so dry here, guys. Honestly, I've never seen it this dry in since we moved here, which was like 2012. But yeah, things here, like I said, been picking up. Ow, dang, smashed my hand. I have been busy. I just finished Wildland Firefighting Academy in Cloudcroft, New Mexico. Higher elevation than here. Not much, but got everything done, and I'm actually contracted out with a contractor now, so I'm basically on standby. So I could be called out to a fire whenever. But after that fire last year, I was just like, man, I gotta help out. I gotta help out and do something before I get too old to do anything. So that's what I did, and I'll be honest, I had my doubts that I actually could pull it off physically and stuff. I did. I just worked, trained hard, and completed the task. Starting to fix stuff, like over here, I finally pulled off the crappy gray tarp that was on the side. It was all torn. Got it up. I'm gonna tighten up all this fencing, put the new one on, and then I gotta take down all our horse pen and cow pen back here. I should have enough horse and hog panels to put on top of that side. So I think I'm gonna try to do that after the weather passes. We're supposed to get rain. Let's see what happens, I guess. Oh, cleaners. I forgot to talk about cleaners. I actually finally ran out of my Melaleuca stuff. It took forever. But I finally ran that out, and I decided to try, show you guys what this is here in just a second. TP256 multi-purpose solution, disinfectant, viruside, however you say that, deodorizer, cleaner, fungicide, and sanitizer. And so far, this has been excellent stuff, especially on the outside. It's killing the pee smell and everything. In here, it smells really good. The smell isn't like really overwhelming. And I can definitely tell it's disinfecting and everything. Like for the mop, 2 capfuls, that's it for that. The sprayer that has the disinfectant in it, where did I put that? What in the world? I left it outside. The sprayer that I was saying that's not Roundup. It's just, like I said, the disinfectant. But I put about 2 capfuls in it too. Oh, here we go. In fact, I forgot to spray the turf here. But 2 capfuls in this stuff. This stuff is working really well. I can definitely tell the difference. So far good on that. So far so good on that. If you guys want to check it out yourselves, TP256. I'm not sponsored by them or nothing, that's for sure. If you're listening, TP256 Solutions, sponsor me, send me free cleaner. Yeah, right. Okay, another question that I forgot to write down. I went back and looked. Another question was, what do I do in situations where a female is in heat and the male dogs around her? Well, number one, I do not do any group play whatsoever. No group play. So I don't have to deal with males messing around with females in heat. So that's obsolete. Dog fights, etc. Obsolete. Unless they both come in together and then one attacks the other dog and they live in the same household. That's happened before, but other than that, I do not do any group play. That's why every video you see me getting out the dogs individually, each stall at a time, one at a time. I just don't do it. Too many things can happen. A lot of people ask me, oh, just let them out and play, they'll be fine. Sure. 5 seconds later, somebody loses an eye. Then whose fault is it? Mine. So I just don't take the chance at all. So dealing with the female in heat, I've had several of those. One of them was a Great Dane, and boy, she made a mess everywhere. I just deal with it. I just clean it up, you know. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, I just deal with it. Hopefully that covers a lot of the questions. I could always do another frequently asked questions video again. If you guys think of anything else, put them in the comments below, and I'll just start making a list of other questions I can answer for you guys. But I think I'm gonna wrap up this video. Really, that's really was my only goal, to answer some questions for this video, and I'll try to do another normal video sometime this week. We'll do another normal video and pick it back up again. Like I said, I've just been busy with the wildland firefighting stuff and getting that all squared away. Alright guys, hopefully that answers some questions. Like I said, if not, put them in the comments below and I'll get to those questions on the next video. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the comments. Appreciate all the likes and the views on the videos, and hopefully you guys like them, and we'll see you guys on the next video.